Welcome back everyone to another Dragon Quest XI Draconian Settings. So it's been a while. Obviously you won't notice that since it's on YouTube, but it's been a while since I've played. I did some farming off stream, and I was planning on getting a bunch of the Seed of Defense, and this is pretty boring. I want probably like 200. I'm at 21 and I'm bored. I can farm these later on in the game if I need to, but since I'm gonna switch to Act 2 soon, I won't get access to that. So I'm wondering if I'm gonna be fine, because there's a chapter with every single character alone, apart from Veronica and Hero, because when you start back here with Hero, so just wondering. And I could maybe I could farm Seeds of Life, but I'm not sure I got them in Act 1. Let me look at my thing. Seed farm. Malicious Lucifer. Nah, I don't think you can. It's probably Act 3. Corpse Corporal. Yeah. Act 3 thing. Hey, Undead! Quick, hydrate! I don't have anything but hydrate. How's it going? How's California? So we're just gonna... I don't have the pet powers, so we're just gonna push on. I'm gonna keep a save file in Act 1 in case this is too hard and I need to farm more, but I probably won't. I think I'm gonna be fine. I'll go get the water. Yeah, I saw that on Discord. So, it's good. I'm assuming the weather is nice as well. Nicer than in Washington State and here. But here we just get pretty much snow every day, even though it's April. Am I going the right direction? I think I am. It's been so long. I think I'm not sure if Jasper is a boss you can actually beat, so I might have done all Act 1 bosses already. So it's gonna be the individual chapters and then Act 2 starts, because they added that in this version of the game, and I've never done these chapters, so I don't know how it's gonna go. Especially since you can't wear any armor and it's one-on-one. Might be tough. I don't know. Especially Jade, because she can't heal. You got your nose pierced as well. And how was Hogwarts? Because this is the thing my wife and I were interested in going to. I don't know if it was in Florida or California, but from what you're saying, it's in California. Like the theme park? That seemed pretty fun.
Oh, this trudging up hills is playing havoc with my old bones.
Oh, well, don't tire yourself out, darling. We all want to be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for our big day. Come on, let's call it a night, huh?
I'm surprised Drab is doing that.
We'll finally be going up to Yggdrasil tomorrow. I can't help feeling a little nervous.
Yggdrasil. Yeah.
Serena, why don't you play that song? You know, the one you always used to play when we were children.
Yeah, look at that. Is she playing the right note? Is she fake?
Yggdrasil looks so magical at night.
Yeah, we don't see her now,
It's
but
strange to think that each of our lives is a leaf on one of those branches.
Yeah. And it's really like the old man said? There's some kind of heart in there that all life comes from?
Yes. When
yeah,
someone dies,
she's clearly
their
faking.
leaf withers and falls, and their soul returns to the heart. When someone is born, a new bud blooms on one of the branches.
I suppose it won't be long now until we finally face Mordegon. Do you think if we can beat him, my father will go back to how he once
Yeah,
was?
I know she was strumming.
Oh,
She's not doing the arpeggios.
you play an instrument too, Veronica?
Huh?
Hey, it's Cetaceous flute. I didn't
No.
recall she was
The
having
High
the
Priest
flute in
gave it
Act
to me.
1.
He said it would help us. It belonged to our ancestor, Serenica. She left it behind in Arborea, apparently.
Yeah, arpeggios.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm pooped. What do you say we all get some beauty sleep?
Veronica? We were born at the same time, so our leaves bloomed at the same time, didn't they? Do you think they'll fall at the same
Don't
time
do
too?
this to me.
I don't know. You've always been a bit slow, to be honest. But I hope they do.
When you know, you know. Okay, I can always skip that. 'Cause I don't think you can lose the fight up there. I think it's scripted.
Well, there's no mistaking it. This is the altar.
Aye, you're not wrong there. Go on, laddie. Get the orbs out. Let's see what happens, shall we?
They should have put one more. It would have been Dragon Ball. And first time I played that, I thought I was close to the end of the game. Cause I had never played any Dragon Quest before, but yeah, it took me like 30 hours getting there, and I played 110 hours, so still in for a ride. Why is it not a straight fucking line? They're gonna walk like 3 times the distance.
Bridge made of rainbows. It's beautiful.
Looks like it's finally time for our date with Destiny. Come on, we'd better not keep Yggdrasil waiting.
Yggdrasil, yeah. The World 3. I need to go down into the well. I don't think I finished Tickington. And some quests I won't be able to get, I think, for Act 3. The well is to go back down, I think. Giving us pretty good items. Items I've never seen before. So this is suspect, sus, Yggdrasil leaf. Do I have healing items? Yeah, I've got a few. Because the mages can heal themselves, but Veronica, she doesn't have an episode. Jade can't heal, Herrick can't heal, and the others can, so. Sword of Light.
So this is the heart of Yggdrasil. It's bigger than I thought it would be.
It's bigger.
That's what she said! Source of all life. It's not exactly going to be small now, is it?
It's so fascinating. I'm sort of scared, but I want to touch it.
That's what she said!
I mean, I have to.
Ah! Ow! Well, that's not very nice. The naughty thing gave me a shock.
Aye, and so it should. I doubt the World Tree would let any but the one who bears her mark near her holiest of holies.
Wisdom from the old man.
After all, only he can wield the weapon destined to dispel the darkness. The Sword of Light.
A one-hander.
Now, laddie, it's time to reach into the heart of Yggdrasil and claim your birthright. Only you can do it. Only you can save our world.
Talk about pressure. Jasper. Look at his hair, though.
Damn you, Jasper. How did you find us?
Find you? Did you witless vermin not realize I was following you all along?
What was that?
Now, princess. Such boorish behavior hardly befits one of your station. Do you not see that you are utterly powerless to stop me?
Yeah, for now. Let's see 80 hours from now. Who's gonna laugh?
Can't move.
tremble before me. Tremble with gratitude. Your sacrifice shall pave the way for my ascent to glory. Come, Luminary, all of you, on your feet. The tree of life shall be your place of death.
That's not going well. Oh, we have to fight.
Your journey.
But I don't think we can win.
Concentrate.
Let's try that. We don't have pearly gates yet. Let's try Zamel. I know I'm gonna lose. We can't do any damage. Puff Puff?
Oh, dearie me.
Yeah, damage wise, he's strong. Probably nothing to steal.
What's yours is mine.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna do this because I need to lose the fight. So, and if Zero dies, then we lose. It's gonna be quicker this way. Probably doesn't work. Yeah, he's immune against everything. Giga Smash! Let's smash! Until the dark barrier is broken, I would need to use a Sword of Light to break that. But it's still in the tree, so... yeah, let's just... wait and lose. I just hope I don't have to, like, fight for a certain amount of time or turn. Okay. We won!
I can't get through that aura. What is it?
Mordegon.
It's a power, the like of which we've never seen. Could he be... surely not.
Do you really think you can pick the sword up?
So this is the heart of Yggdrasil. Whosoever controls it, controls the world. Or so they say.
Not one step further, Jasper.
Henrik.
Now you see it with your own eyes, sire. He is no longer himself. The darkness has him entirely in its thrall. How long he has deceived us, I do not know, but deceive us he has. Jasper is a traitor to Heliodor and to the world. Confess, scoundrel! Just how cheaply did you sell your soul? On second thought, spare me your wretched excuses. In the name and presence of His Majesty, I pronounce you guilty. Prepare to face your punishment.
Straight to the point.
Ah!
You have served me well, Hendrik.
Plot twist.
Your Majesty, what is the meaning of this?
Mordegon. He's pretty tall. Never noticed.
It seems you have snared us a luminary. Very impressive.
It is an honor to serve you, as always.
Lord Mordegon. So that was it. The king was... He was Mordegon all along. Now, Luminary, you are in my power. And soon, your power will belong
Evil
to me.
laughter. Pretty fitting. Lengthy cutscene, but then we're gonna start the individual chapters, which I've never played before. This one is not in-game, it's CGI. Graphics good. Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Went grocery shopping this morning. And now I'm just relaxing before the game night tonight.
The key that unlocks
Yeah.
Yggdrasil's heart.
Pretty good. Square Enix, I've already always done good cutscenes.
And this blade is the fabled sword of light. Not very fitting for the Lord of Shadows.
The Sword of Light! What has he done?
Almighty
Serena's eyes were
Yggdrasil,
pretty big there.
source of all life.
Yeah, everybody should play that game. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, Yggdrasil didn't like that. So Kefka's not the only one that managed to destroy the world. That guy did too, just many years later.
No! This can't be happening!
He's buff all of a sudden.
If Yggdrasil falls, the world will...
Yggdrasil did fell. Oh no! What are we gonna do? The World 3. Oh, we got another trophy? So I need to keep one save file before that, so I'm gonna save here for now. Just in case I need to farm more seeds. Which would suck, but it's possible, so we'll see. As long as I can push through, then it's fine. Yeah, they put the trigger there. There needs to be a certain event in the code so you can trigger trophies, so probably was there. Aren't we supposed to start with the chapters?
What's the matter, dearie? Can't you sleep?
No, Mum.
You're still upset about your little fight with Gemma, eh?
She started it. She hit me for no reason. All I did was draw eyebrows on Sandy. Oi, don't laugh. Look at this great big lunch she's given me.
I see.
I think it's the first time the
And
protagonist
I saw the one
actually
on her
speaks.
Head too. You gave her that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Now you listen to me, my lad. There'll be plenty of times in your life when people upset you and you feel like lashing out. But no matter how much it hurts, and no matter how much you want to hurt them back, you don't go looking for revenge.
Yeah, sure.
You do what's right.
I want to be friends with Gemma again.
Yeah, I like the
What
widescreen
should
camera
I do?
now. We see the casual way better.
Why, you talk to her, of course, you big silly. Ask her what she was feeling and why she did what she did. Try to see things from her point of view. Once you've done that, the rest is easy. You just smile and hold out your hand.
So she can cut it more easily.
That's my boy. Now,
She talks
time
to
for
us like
bed.
we're a dog. Good doggo.
Night, night, Mum.
Why aren't you under the blanket? There's literally a
Night-night,
blanket.
son. Don't you worry about a thing now. It'll all be all right in the morning. Good night. Sleep tight, child of Yggdrasil. The sun, it is
No, I think
sleeping,
she's supposed to be singing.
and the night is still. The stars, they watch over you with twinkling eyes to ward off the darkness till dawn arrives.
Have you found him yet? Not yet, Master. Our forces have scoured the four corners of the world, but the luminary is nowhere to be found.
We're good then.
He is dead then. Good. If that is the case, then this world is mine.
Are we really doing that first?
Mordegon has played his hand. The game is all but won. A shroud of deepest darkness has eclipsed the shining sun.
Or do we do the bit with number 8 first?
And yet, amid the shadows, glimmer tiny specks of light. Faint, flickering flames that rage against the coming of the night. How can such sparks of hope remain when darkness rules the land? Now evil reigns supreme. Who has the strength to take a stand?
Speaking in rhymes. In search of hope. Okay, this is new to me. Wasn't this cobblestone? No, it's Heliodor. Oh, was it? Silvando.
What happened?
Are we starting out with Sylvando?
Where am I?
Oh, I might have to remove whips, skill points, and use sword and shield. And get hustle
I'm
dance.
alive. But how?
Sylv! Sylv! Oh, thank goodness you're all right.
He even
Sylv!
wrote it with an F.
Stay with me, Sylv. Come on. Oh, there you are. You all right, Sylv?
Oh, sure, Davy, honey. I was just getting a little air. Being cooped up in that cabin was driving me crazy, you know?
Oh, come on, Sylv. Cheer up, will ya? I don't think I can take much more of this moping.
That day, when Mordegon... There was nothing I could do. He was just too powerful. I thought it was the end for me. For all of us. But this is worse than death. To wake up and find everybody gone. And the world
Can't be that bad, right? It's been almost 20 minutes of cutscene now.
I'm sorry, Davy. But I can't do this. I know I should feel lucky to be alive. But without the others, I'm nothing. Nobody.
Right. That's enough of that.
I knew it. That must have
Have
been
you
a
lost
hell
your
of a slap.
bleeding marbles? Since when were them mates of yours the types to let some Lord of Shadows numpty get the better of 'em, eh? How about you have a bit of bleeding faith in 'em like you used to? Or did you think saving the world was gonna be easy or something?
Oh, Davy, darling.
What a slap. That's how it's done, Will Smith. That's how you slap somebody.
If a slip of a thing like me was able to get out of that tangle with Mordegon alive, then the others must have done too. And here I am feeling sorry for myself instead of getting out there and trying to find them. What would Veronica and Eric say if they saw me like this?
That's more bleeding.
Veronica, not much actually.
It's good to have you back, me old mucker.
Oh, it's good to be back, believe me. Now, enough chit-chat. It's time for action. We need to make land at the nearest port and find out just how much of a mess the world is in.
There we go.
And once we've done that, we can make a start on fixing it.
Sounds like
There
a
might be
plan.
new items in these chapters.
Nearest harbour to here would
Maybe
be
some
over in
seeds.
Gondolia. I'll plot a course right away.
That sounds just
Gondolia.
perfect, honey. Anchors away! Hoist the mainsail! Gondolia, here we come!
Aye, aye, Captain.
Okay, so I'm gonna go grab a drink. And we're gonna start that. Yep, I'll be back. Gotta wake up. Okay. Item back. Oh! We don't have access to any items. Okay. How am I gonna heal? Here's rain. I didn't drink my coffee this morning, so I'm starting to feel it. Are there new chests? Yeah, I'm starting to feel somewhat tired now, so I need my caffeine. Because we went grocery shopping, like, we were at the store at 8:15. And I had time to sleep slightly more this morning, so I took it. Don't have the key yet, so we're gonna have to come back for that. Yeah, I do. I need to start working out again. But there's always something that gets in the way. Like, I can train a day, and the next 2 days I don't have time. Apart from the evening, but then I don't have the energy. After the whole day, so... It's hard to have a schedule with my wife and her work schedule. Because when she's not around, I'm with the kids, and if she's doing mandatory overtime, then it's mandatory for me to be with the kids. It's not that I don't like that, but I can't do anything. They're so young. I can't work out near them. They're gonna get hurt with the weights and so on. So, and I need to keep an eye on them. Even when they're playing by themselves. Like tonight I'm gonna do, since I'm gonna have more energy because my wife's here, it's easier when there's the two of us. I'm gonna do something with my eldest daughter. Words are tough today. And I bought her some like science-y toy. Like for her age she's gonna learn some science things. I think it's air pressure and solar system, so she's gonna paint the planets and we're gonna build this together. It's gonna be fun. She likes painting, so she's gonna learn some things and we're gonna spend time together, so pretty neat. And then I'm gonna play Among Us tonight, but I don't think I'm gonna stream it. So we're playing with Marsbag and company. I don't know if our GP's gonna be playing. I think he's working. Oh, he's working during the night actually, so he might play. Once he wakes up, I'm gonna try to ask him, because he's probably asleep still. The Beastie Boys, you see, they're collies. I mean, you're buff. Look at these delts, man. We need to hit the gym. We need to look like that. Look at that. Walking to the piazza. Okay, let's go. Let's go for it. If it's not there, it's at the mayor's house. Because I don't know what a piazza is. I know what a pizza is, but pretty sure it's not what he's talking about. I think I've been in this house actually, but I don't think I spoke to anyone. You're back! And welcome back! What the fuck is a piazza? Is it a port? The docks? Okay. Isn't this where I've been? Okay, I must be looking for someone then. Someone unusual, probably. Where Collies is there. $100 100 meter dash, or whatever you say that. There's nobody I can talk to. And I don't think I can get out of town. Okay, you're in the way. Do I need to speak to you? Beastly boys. I need to find the Beastly boys. Aren't they the ones we fought during the tournament? I need 14 points. Okay. Where are these dudes? We need to find two big guys together. Okay, I'm gonna read. Okay. I need to look for a sad man. Okay. No. Must be the guy I spoke to in the first place. I need to read. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Bad day? Don't worry, honey. It happens to us all.
Oh. You're one of those minstrel types, are you? Look, if it's money you want, you'd better go and hassle someone else. I haven't got a penny to give you.
Sorry, darling. No can do. It's against my policy to leave people all alone when they look as down in the dumps as you do. Look, why don't you just tell me what's on your mind? A problem shared is a problem halved.
If only it was working this way.
That's better. Now we can talk properly. Silvando, entertainer extraordinaire at your service.
Right. Well, my name's Tetsu. I'm a
Tetsuya
blacksmith
Nomura.
from Hotto, though I haven't been back in a long old while.
I'll tell you my story if you really want, but I'm warning you, it doesn't have a happy ending.
Too bad, everybody likes happy endings.
After all those years away, I thought it was time for me to finally head home, see how my mother was doing, you know. But then the minute I set out on my journey, Yggdrasil fell. That just made me even more desperate to get back, of course. I was so worried about her. I managed to make it as far as Gondolia, but then my luck finally ran out. My luggage was stolen by a gang of thieves who've been terrorizing the town. The Beastly Boys, they call themselves.
Yeah, we already beat the crap out of them.
I can't make the journey to Hotto without all my things. Especially not the lilies of the valley I brought for my mother. They're her favorite flower. I wanted to give them to her to say, well, to say sorry for being away for so long. For leaving her all alone.
Oh, honey, believe me, I know exactly how you feel. Fear not, friend. Your mother will get her flowers. Dave and I will make sure of that.
Oh,
What
Dave
you
is gonna
need to
fight
do
with me.
is tell
Maybe
us
he's
where
gonna
we
heal
can
me.
find these Beastly Boys.
Oh, well, if you're sure. There are two merchants, brothers, who run establishments in the southern part of town.
Yeah, I know them.
I've heard that the Beastly Boys have been hanging around causing trouble at the older one's store.
I think it's the one
Stall in the south of town.
the upper side.
All right, we'll be back before you know it. Dave, darling, let's roll.
Because these are the guys you talk to
Wait.
get uniforms.
Look, I appreciate you trying to help me, but these
Yeah,
are real
the new
thugs
stuff.
we're talking about here, and no offense.
I've
but
never
you're
played
just an
these
entertainer,
chapters.
right? I wouldn't want you
This-
getting hurt.
There were none of these chapters in the other
Oh,
game,
don't you worry
other version
about
of the
me,
game,
sweetie.
rather.
I'm more than just a pretty face, you know?
So it's all gonna be new. I'm just wondering, since I don't have Hustle Dance, I can't heal. And I can't wear any armor, so wondering how it's gonna go. And he's got whips, so I might have to respec. Actually, I might just go and save right there. Because there's a cellar around here and the other one is down there. It's a toughy guy. Might save. In worst case scenario, I can probably just respec my points. So we can use swords, for example. No, and I have to redo all this. Now the other cellar was here.
Get him, boys!
Watch yourself.
Hypno Whip. Sure.
Leave it to me.
Okay, they're not doing that much damage for now. But I still can't heal, so... Maybe I should not attack the leader. He probably has more health.
Here, Sylph!
Okay, he's healing me. That's fine. Okay, he's confused. That's good.
I'm here to help.
Okay, confused, but he's still attacking. Nice! Nice damage.
Here, Sylph!
Thank you. Now, if you don't mind.
Okay.
What we gonna do with this horrible lot then, Sylph?
Well, beastly they may be, but they're not exactly the dangerous thugs we heard about. They can barely swing a sword. What's your story, boys? Huh?
Cutscene
We
again.
didn't start out as criminals. We were fishermen. Very happy fishermen at that.
From Honolulu, I think.
But after Yggdrasil fell, we couldn't take the boats out anymore. Have you seen the sea lately? It's swarming with monsters.
Things were just impossible. Most days, we barely had anything to eat.
The world might as well have ended that day. We lost our families. Lost everything. And no one came to help us. So we had to choose between a life of crime or starving to death. And that's no choice at all.
Watch closely, darlings. This is just an ordinary steel pike, yes? Mm-hmm. Think again. From
Okay,
arms
sure.
to- Who's for fresh bread, huh?
I mean, they could have sold the weapon and buy way more bread than that, but
Eat your fill and forget your wicked ways. You'll be beaming again before you know it.
Wait! Who are you?
Me? Oh, nobody.
yes,
Just someone who likes
I know
to
what you
see
mean. You
people
buy it for
suffer.
$100 and you sell it for 8. But I mean, it's bread. Can't be that expensive. The other one is made of metal. Is he still there? Okay, he is. I'm not removing it because I want to say I did it with all Draconian settings, but this one's just useless.
Oh, thank goodness. They're still in one piece. Now I can go home to my mother with my head held high. Thank you, Mr. Sylvando. Oh, here. It's not much, but I want you to have these.
He's a blacksmith. I hope these are
Tetsu,
weapons.
darling. Whatever they are, I'm sure they're wonderful. You're such a sweetie.
Just gave us a
Honestly,
mummy.
You deserve much more. Come and visit me in Hotto sometime. I'll be able to thank you properly. Now, I'd better be off. I tell you to be careful, but I've got a feeling you'll be just fine. Bye for now.
Ta-da! Yeah, you alright, Sylv?
Oh, I'm better than all right, darling. I found it. My purpose in life. My raison d'etre.
Oh, that was horrible the way you said
know
it.
how I've been so down in the dumps thinking about all the despair and suffering.
As
in the
horrible as
world?
my English is.
Well, if that's what's making me so unhappy, there's only one thing to do about it. Get out there and fix the problem. Help make people happy again. Just because I can't save the world with some grand heroic gesture, that doesn't mean I can't do it one
Is it already the end of this chapter?
That's my Sylv. I'm with you all the way.
We heard everything you just said.
It's them tea leaves from before. I hope they ain't spoiling for another fight. Didn't they learn their lesson first time round?
Oh, finally the dryer's done.
You have to let us come with you. You have to let us help people. We're done with our life of crime, thanks to you.
You want to tag along?
Oh, these are the guys that dance
Well,
with
I
Sylvando.
hope you understand it won't be easy. I can't guarantee you'll get home in one piece. We don't care.
They're gonna dance with feathers in
Well,
up
in
their
that
ass.
case, welcome aboard, darlings.
Yes!
Sylvando's merry band.
Now, as luck would have it, I've got you all a welcome gift. Here, take one each now. Don't be greedy.
Pretty sure it's the outfit. No, it's not.
Oh, they're simply fabulous. Darlings, you look splendid.
I don't get it, Sylv. What are they?
What are they?
They're the presents dear old Tetsu gave us. If we're going to be traveling around spreading happiness and laughter, we'll need to look the part, no? All right, we're all set. Let's get out there and bring some sunshine back into the world. Sylvando's super special smile spreading parade starts right here. Yeah!
Laguna di Gondolia. Oh, so we're not done with this chapter. Nice Tui with the emotes. The emote wall. How are you doing on this Saturday? Saturday evening for you. Do I need to go into the Grota della Fonte or Gallopolis? To Odo? Via Gallopolis. Alright. Yes, I'm doing good. I just dropped it on the ground. Just had my caffeine. And I'm starting to wake up, so yep, doing good. I don't want to fight unnecessarily. Just want to get the fuck out of here, but I'm assuming there's some NPCs I can't help. And are they really gonna fight with us? Okay, I don't like this map one bit. Okay, we did it. Anybody that needs help? You maybe? You're some sort of priest? Hot milk. A talking cow, yeah, okay, I know these cows, they're giving weather forecasts. Okay, we're gonna have to cheer a cow up. West of here. Okay, where's the cow? I don't remember. Oh, there she is. Hello, you good cow. So we're cheering a cow up for real. I mean, that's Dragon Quest. Why am I surprised? Dragon Quest 8, for a good chunk of the game, the antagonist is the talking dog that's wielding a staff in its mouth. So he even grows wings and flies, so... So we helped him sleep. Alright. We got a priest with us now. Let's go straight up for Gallopolis and then Odo. I wonder if they're fighting with us. Probably not. Especially not the priest. Okay, let me save. So we need to go and pay a visit to the blacksmith again. I don't know why. Nobody needs help. We're just passing through. Don't mind us. Okay, this is the right way. Nope. No fighty. Starting to talk like Sylvando. Now let's go to the town. Unless they need help. Okay, so we need to recruit people. We're gonna give a show. Townfolk tried. Let's go. I see something sparkly. So if I need to, I could always grind a bit with Sylvando. That would be Paint Champ. The Minstrel. Nice doggo with wings. Oh, we see Mount Fuji? Is it how they call it? These guys, I think, are called Hollow Knights. Okay, so we need to recruit people to give us a show. But I think the guy we spoke to is gonna give us some clues as to how to recruit them and who. Best drummer in Gallopolis spends his days practicing in front of the church. Something's been troubling. Okay, so we're gonna need to help people, so they help us in return. Alright, let's go to the church. Which is this way. Feathers on the horse. Sure. She hasn't cracked so much as a single smile since Yggdrasil fell. Out from the crowd, she's got fine bone structure, good posture, and these long fluttering eyelashes. She was hanging around in the northwest of the city last time I saw her. Northwest is just there. Is he talking about the horse? Oh, it's Sylvando's horse. Yeah, this is. Figure it out. We need to make a horse smile. This is getting better. Where's the priest? I mean... I don't really know, to be fair. I think it would be easier to bring it to water and make it drink. Isn't it how the saying goes? I mean, look at her. She's so happy. But I mean, I made a cow laugh by dancing, so everything's possible in this game. Pretty fancy. Yeah, it's Sylvando's. He's pretty fancy himself. Alright, next one. A fortune teller who set up shop at the Hallow Beer Tavern. Everyone's raving about him. Apparently all his predictions come true. They say he uses 3 colored balls to divine the future. Pretty strange if you ask me, but all his customers seem to be happy. That's exactly the kind of person we need performing at the circus. Want to go? Yeah, sure. Fortune tellers this way, right? He was just right there. Why speak like he's far off in the distance? Let the crystal balls decide. Choose which one it is. Okay. The balls tell all, the balls tell all. What color will you show us? If lies detailed enough to hell, the dark place down below us. They speak of fire, they speak of flame, they speak of sunsets glow red. Hey, Bone Washer! How are you doing? It's nice to see you. Okay, we're all set. What? Time to prepare for your grand entrance. Let the ringmaster know when you're all set. Just got up. Main entrance. Sure. Alright, so we're gonna probably look at another cutscene. Oh, that's a nice evening you had.
Boys and girls,
I haven't done that in a friggin' while.
one and all.
She's not really into gaming, but just having a drink and talking or playing board games. That's always nice.
I know it's a difficult
You're kinda
time
lucky that
for
your
all
wife's
of
into
us,
gaming.
But what better way to show off our indefatigable spirit than to
Speaking
fill
of which,
the
are you
big
gonna
top
play
with
Among Us
joyful
tonight?
laughter and
Because
defiant
Marsbag is organizing that on
exuberance.
his Discord.
And believe me, that's what's going to happen.
Don't know what
because
time
tonight,
it's gonna be though.
for one night only, for the first
Unless-
time since the glory days of the
Look
Gallipolitan
at
Circus,
Discord.
the
Nah,
Wandering
we don't know yet.
Wonder returns.
Great. That's gonna be nice. I know there's a bunch of people interested, but I don't think we're 15 yet.
Welcome!
There should be plenty of room.
Hi! Hi!
Clap your hands, stamp your feet, and get ready to smile like you've forgotten how to.
Okay, I mean, I hope there's a boss fight after that, because otherwise this chapter is pretty easy. Who the fuck is that? Oh, of course.
Alright, everybody. It's time to turn those frowns upside down. Prepare to be amazed!
Stunning performance. Thunderous applause, of course.
Well, Sylph, I've got to hand it to you. That was like nothing else this circus has ever seen. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart.
Darling, please.
It's pretty cutscene heavy, these new chapters.
You're the real hero here. Keeping the show going in these dark
We
times.
probably watched like 45
No one
minutes of
else could have done
cutscene,
that.
and we started an hour and 15 minutes ago.
Well, you know me. I've always been a firm believer in the healing power of laughter. And heaven knows, these people need it now more than ever. I don't think I ever told you who taught me about that power, did I? I saw her when I was just a child.
Okay, big reveal.
She was simply the most incredible performer.
His mother?
She led a parade of people out of a kingdom destroyed by monsters and onto a new home and a brighter future. And she kept them smiling from start to finish. You can't imagine how inspirational it was for those of us who were lucky enough to wave them on their way. And then, when she'd taken them to safety, she disappeared just as suddenly as she'd arrived. We never saw her again. The rumors were that she died when she was still young. Such a tragedy.
Okay. Could you just say who it
They
is?
say she fell in love with a famous knight, and they got married. So it
Yeah, it's
seems
Sylvando's mother's.
she
Was
found
pretty
some
obvious.
happiness before her untimely end. You remind me of her, you know. That look on her face as she proudly led those people out of danger, spreading joy and laughter wherever she went. Well, if I needed inspiration to keep the circus going, you've provided it in spades. The show must go on. These people need some light in their lives.
Did you hear that, darlings? It seems we've got a rival in the smile-spreading business. Well, we'll just have to work twice as hard.
Mr. Sylvando? Would you mind if we came with you? If
Okay,
this circus
maybe
is
the
going to
chapter's
stand
not
any
finished
chance
yet.
of keeping people laughing,
After all.
it's going to need some performers who've learned from the best.
Oh, well, the more the merrier, of course. But I think we should see what the ringmaster has to say, don't you?
Oh, you boys go with Syl. Learn all you can from him, eh? I'll be expecting big things from you when you get back. Take good care of them, won't you?
They're good lads.
I promise.
Life in the happiness-restoring trade isn't all fun and games, you know? I'm going to be training you hard, and I expect you to become nothing less than the very best in the business.
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes!
3 new friends join Sylvando's merry band. Arriba! Okay, I still need to go to Horo. That's true. Let's do this. We're gonna probably have boss 2 fights. Down right, okay. Oh, I saw something. With wood, I'm gonna pick up everything I can. But I didn't see any new treasure chests. So that's a bit sad. Now, Mount Fuji, Hodo, so let's go straight to the town. And we're just gonna do a quick pit stop to the campfire. Because we need to set up our team. I think you need help, but I'll be back. Just want to make sure that I'm not fighting alone. Because he's probably someone else we need to help. We might get a new item. Okay, these people as well. Okay, we're gonna help them first. Okay, we need to fight a monster. That's gonna be the boss. Okay. We're gonna go back helping to help the guy though. Just need to set up my team. Okay, you said you were a martial artist,
there,
so
Oi, Sylph!
okay, I thought I was supposed to choose who was fighting with me.
Oh, hello.
Camp menu, rest. Okay, apparently I can't, so we're just gonna go back, help the guy. I don't think it's gonna matter. Caffeine is kicking in, but holy cow. Looks like I need more. I'm not gonna take more though. Where was it? Where was it? No, I'm not really struggling. I'm just always tired. Young children. This morning, my only son, the youngest one, decided to wake up at 5:20, and he just was screaming. So that's how the day started. And I'm an early bird, but 5:20 is still early. Let's kill that plant.
Oh, hey!
Okay, I'm gonna read what you're saying. Okay. Another one, the more the merrier. I wonder what we're gonna be fighting once we reach town. I'm assuming it's gonna be the only fight. And I'm assuming if Sylvando falls, we lose, even if the others are alive. So be careful. And I'm assuming it's that buff guy, because he's different from the other monsters.
Olé!
Olé! He said south of town, so yeah, it's gotta be him. He's in the way anyway, so. Okay. Can he? Okay, if I put him to sleep, they're gonna wake him up. Is he humanoid? To me, it looks like he is, but yeah, let's do this. Ow! Ow! I'm getting 2 turns in a row. Yeah, he's happy indeed. What? Okay, it removed his pet power, so that's good. I can lose actually. If he hits Sylvando twice, I'm dead. Because I can't heal. Oh, but he's doing hustle dance. Thank you.
Take this.
Okay, it's like a multi-thrust, but only hitting 3 times.
Hold still.
Oh, thank you.
Here, Sylph.
Thank you. Take this.
Nice. Can't move. But he's not dying yet.
Starvation!
Take this.
Yeah, do I use accelerate? I wonder. I got spells. I could use Whom. Yeah, I'm gonna Oomph myself. I don't have Oomph though. Critical acclaim. Great. Okay, it failed, but it's okay. Worm whip.
Starvation!
Take this.
We've got a pretty big team. It didn't crit, that's fine.
Here we go.
Hypno win.
Get in!
We did it! That wasn't too bad.
Oh, not bad, gang.
And Sylvando gets experience too, so pretty good. That was probably the boss. And he's got the same close Tenshinhan Tien's got in Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, let's go to town. Don't want to fight and get killed by accident. Yep, I'm done. So I think we're gonna be done with Sylph chapter. So it's about an hour per chapter. So 5 more hours of playtime.
Yoo-hoo! Tetty wetty woo bags!
Does anybody talks like that in real life?
Silvando, you came!
There's only Sylph.
But of
Silvando, you
course I
came!
did.
That's what she said!
And who's this ravishing young thing, huh?
I am his mother, and you must be Silvando. Gratitude is due. When the world tree fell,
That would be
I
so
thought
much
my
more
boy
fun.
had been lost. I drowned in despair.
Yeah, but he's always like that. Sometimes it's even
But
uncomfortable.
now he is home.
And nobody
My
seems to
woe
ever
is clear like the
react to his way of
clouds,
speaking.
and all thanks to you.
He's always too cheerful.
God, would you look at that?
Cool.
You really do perk people
Cool,
up
blimey.
wherever you go, eh, Sylv? A right little soldier's smile, you are.
Look at these these delts.
Soldier of smile.
I need to hit the gym. Imagine being buff
listen
like
up,
that.
Boys. We all know what a dark place the world is these days. But if there's one thing I've learned by helping people like Tetsu here, it's the power of the smile.
Looks horrible.
No matter how bad things get, no matter how much you cry or how powerless you feel,
And that guy's
a
shredded.
single grin can bring hope for a better tomorrow. There's nothing this world needs more than happy faces right now. So that's just what we're going to give it.
Yay! You're so right, Sylv. We're with you
So
all the
what?
way.
Make bigger doors. Bigger
Oi,
door frames.
Who said you could start calling him plain old Sylv, you cheeky toe rag? Oh, I get it. We can't go spreading smiles if we're mistering and sirring left and right, eh? Fair enough. Sylv yourself, silly boys.
Great idea, boss. Sylv it is. I'm with you all the way too, Sylv. Let's get out there and save the world.
Yeah!
Oh, this is his accent?
Yay!
I thought it was more Scottish.
Oh, boys, you don't know how much this means to me. This parade's gonna change everything. I just know it.
Because there's so many different accents in this
From
game.
this day forth, you shall journey across the land, vanquishing the blight of despair with the righteous power of happiness. I hereby
The power
dub
of
you
happiness. Yeah, it helped you with Mordegon earlier, right?
the Soldiers of Smile!
But that guy is really over the top. Sometimes too much.
If it please you, sir, my son would like to join you.
Oh, we're
in
gonna have our own
spreading
blacksmith.
sunlight.
All right, boys. Me and my mum have made a little something that's going to knock your socks off.
Not the outfits. He's a blacksmith, not an armor smith.
I told you I'd thank you properly if you came to visit. Now you can travel the world.
Oh, I forgot
in
about that.
style.
We're gonna be fabulous in that.
We've made something for you too, Sylv, to say thanks, you know. Close your eyes.
Oh. Oh my, I love it!
Would be way better if everybody was dressing like that.
My special little soldiers.
Birds wouldn't be happy, but
Yeah, less of that snivel, you. There's people out there need our help, in case you've forgotten.
Look out, world!
Here we come!
I know you're still out there, all of you. We'll meet again soon. I just know it. And until then, I'll be doing my best to make the world a better place.
Yeah, that's Silvando. Record your activities in the log. Sure. Okay, so this chapter was not too bad. So there's Eric and Jade where I won't be able to heal. The others, I can. Rab, Serena, they can heal. So, yeah, Jade's journey's forth. Next chapter. Oh, she still has her suit. Octagonia.
Octagonia. Finally.
You there? You're not from around here, are you? Well, let me give you a piece of advice. One traveler to another. Steer well clear of that city. It's in a right old state. The stories I've been hearing are enough to make your hair stand on end.
Thanks for the warning, but I'm going in anyway. If the people there are suffering, I can't leave them to their fate. Things are bad enough these days without that.
Oh, Jade.
There aren't many
especially
like you
dressed
around.
like that.
Most people are just out for themselves since Yggdrasil fell. Well, good luck to you. You'll need it.
I know I'm not alone in this. If you're still out there, you'll be doing exactly the same thing as me. And that's how I'm going to find you. I just have to keep looking.
There was an item there. Oh, it's still here. Silver Whore? Yep. Didn't change. And I'm sad because there's a figure of Jade with her normal outfits, and it comes with a saber cat like that. And I've been in a waiting list on Square Enix website for maybe 6 months, 8 months, and I think they removed the page from the North American store. So that means I probably never get it, because on eBay it's twice the price, so I won't just buy that from a scalper. She's not in her bunny suit, but she's still amazing.
Monsters inside the city. Then the rumors were true.
Oh, I think someone needs her help.
Insolent fool! How dare you defy us! Someone needs to clip your wings! Teach you your place in the pecking order!
Time to put an end to your hyper-annoying antics, once and for all.
That means once we get there in Act 2, we're gonna have access to the casino. Oh, he just died straight up.
I'd better shake a tail feather and tell Booger about this!
Oh, thanks. You think I'd be able to look after myself, being a fighter and all? Wait, you're into the whole masked martial arts thing too, right? Yeah, you made it all the way to the semifinals. Jade, wasn't it? Well, picked a heck of a time
She
to
was
come
in the
back.
finals, actually.
What brings
We
you to
won
town?
against her.
I've been visiting places where people are in trouble and destroying the monsters I find there. I heard that Octagonia had been overrun, so I came here as quickly as I could. What can you tell me about what's been going on?
Well, we've had it pretty tough. As soon as Yggdrasil fell, this creep called Booga showed up and took the place over. Started using us humans as his slaves. Vince and the others weren't about to let monsters take over our hometown without a fight, though. A bunch of them went out looking to take the guy down. But we've heard nothing since. In the end, it got so I couldn't bear to just stand by and watch things go to hell either. I had to try to do something. But, well, you saw how that worked out.
Yeah, Jade's not even gonna take care of that.
Well, they won't be bullying the people of this town any longer. It's time someone taught this Booger character a lesson.
Look, no offense, lady, but...
No offense, but shut up.
He should be up in the old arena on the 3rd level. Guess you know what you're doing, but... just be careful, okay?
Woot woot, yeah. This chapter is gonna be fun. Jade. It's probably my favorite character. She's strong with claws, with spears. She's strong with everything. And I really fancy long hair, so... Yeah, we did almost nothing. It was just cutscenes and cutscenes for almost an hour. And we fought the guys, like the Beastly Boys, which were easy, and then the Cyclops, and it was done. But, I mean, they probably didn't have much idea for him. Her, it's easy, because she's gonna get trapped in the casino with the monsters. They're gonna control her. You save her in Act 2. So that was easier, and Rab has his thing, so Sylvando was the one that didn't have anything, and Serena, but they're probably gonna do something about Veronica. Okay, we're gonna go save. Because you know what happens with Veronica, so... No items, right? Yeah. Okay, why do you have the harp? And I didn't have access with that with Sylvando. Equipment wise, I could always upgrade that. Yeah, I got access to the forge, okay. So I think I'm gonna stop here for Dragon Quest, because I want to finish my Hollow Knight Rendo seed, which I started last week. So thanks everybody on YouTube for watching, and I'm gonna see you in the next episode. We're gonna do Jade and probably the next character, which I think is Rab. So, but we'll see. But thanks again. See you in the next episode. Have a good one.